again. Another day, another big NBA star rumored to be a target of the Los Angeles Lakers. This time it's Trae Young. We've heard Kyrie, we've heard Dame, we've heard Giannis, now Trae. And now I'm sitting here with two guys who grew up in LA, two Laker fans. Richard, I'll start with you. Would it be a good idea or bad idea for the Lakers to pursue Trae Young?
Skip, I love the player. I just don't love the fit right now for the Lakers. I just want to see this team. I want to see this team work a whole season. You know, after the trade deadline, we made all these moves, got all these great players, all these good players, which were a great fit. We went from 11th in the West to a team that went to the conference championship. We were 18-9 over that stretch, and I just want to see them for a full season. I don't want to give up the farm for Trae Young right now when we just saw in the second half of the season what this team is capable of. And maybe if you get to the halfway point of the season and they're not performing like you want them to perform and you want to make a move, Rob Pelinka wants to adjust and change something, then I'm cool with it. But let me see if what we saw at the end of last year was a fluke or not. We were second in defensive efficiency in the entire NBA during that time, during that 18-9 run. And you saw what they did in the playoffs. So, you know, Rui Hachimura really came on. Austin Reeves, you know, now he's on the team, the USA team, and you gotta think that with more practice and a training camp and more chemistry, will be even better. So I'm not a fan of making this move right now.
When he's on the radar, what does that mean? Is it today, tomorrow, next week, trade deadline? If he was in our lineup, Skip, a year ago during the playoffs instead of D'Angelo Russell against Denver along the way, does it change things? Do we get out of Denver? Or are we in the final?
No.
Probably not, right?
No.
Do I like Trae Young? Yes. Do I think that he is an added value to the Lakers if, in fact, that was to happen? Yes. LeBron James, Trae Young, Anthony Davis. But what do you have to give up? Whereas now you got to give up a whole lot to get him, so now you lose the depth that you have. The Austin Reeves that we basically, I don't want to say invented, but to a degree created.
I don't know, maybe you went in the lab and made it,
You got to give that up. He mentioned Hachimura, like you got to give something up to get something.
Sure you do.
So if it's a steal, yeah, absolutely. How could you say no to a guy averaging 26 points a game, 10 assists, 43% from the 43% from the field? Could three-point shooting could go up a little bit because he's averaging 33% from three-point, but raise that a little bit. You're basically getting a great offensive player, but a defensive liability, right? Defensive liability. You back his little butt down. Here's what I would say. The Lakers have always had three guys, right, to a degree. They've always had three.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a high two, then there's another guy who's a third. We have a high two. He would be the third guy. Then if you look at the future, you say, who do you pass the torch to? He led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They lose to Milwaukee, right? He takes care of the Sixers, took care of the Knicks, the Sixers. Then they wind up losing. They didn't have enough against Milwaukee and Giannis and company. What are we giving up, Skip?
Too much.
What are we giving up?
Too much.
Hey, Trae gets upset with me when I say this. He is a great young man. I like him. I'd like to hang out with him. I'd like to go to dinner with him. I would not want him on my basketball team. He might be 6 feet tall on a good day. They call him, as you know, Ice Trae, and I call him Mice Trae because he's so little and he gets upset with me. But you said 33.5%. 33. It's horrible.
Since he needs to raise it.
And since he came into the league, he has shot the 8th most threes. Since he came into the league, he leads the whole league in turnovers. It's a bad combination. It's like Westbrook. Since he came into the league, he has been a liability on defense because he's just too little, and he's not even physical enough. He is a great passer of the basketball. I will give you that. But you got the best passer in LeBron James right now. I don't know how this is a great fit. It's not like he's a three-point sniper who shoots 40% like Austin Reeves did last year, especially through the playoffs. So what's the value except star power? He's got star power. People love him. Kids love him because they can relate to him because he's so little. Right? No, I'm serious.
No, I understand. Okay? I'm just smiling.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got this entitlement going on with the Lakers. Oh, we want him. Oh, let's go get him.
It's not an entitlement. Skip, now I'm going to stop you in your tracks. It's not an entitlement.
Okay. It's the Lakers.
As I said to you last week when we first started the show.
Yeah.
Everybody desires to play for the Lakers. Everybody wants to play for the Cowboys and the Yankees if the opportunity presents itself. It's just the reality of it.
Except there are Tim Duncans out there.
Tim Duncan, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan would have played for the Lakers if he had a choice.
Exactly. But here's what I would say, Skip. He trains in Los Angeles. He's very familiar with the LA area. Hey, why not? If we can get him, why not?
Okay, I think
$43 million is why.
Him and Giannis together in the future?
Okay, maybe. All right, up next, will Colorado beat Nebraska in Coach Prime's home debut? I think we all think a big yes.